This video is made with intention of being a no damage tutorial of the game. Feel free to use any of these strategies using this video, but listen carefully before you can perform them successfully. Hello everybody, this is a no save no damage runoff.
Resident Evil.
On hard difficulty, getting the best ending with Jill Valentine. This is the HD remaster version of the game, by the way, and I'm playing at 60 FPS.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we are searching for the helicopter of our compatriots, Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of their mission.
Haven't found it yet?
No, not yet, Brad. Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. The Bravo Team was sent in to investigate, but we lost contact.
Look, Chris!
Bravo Team's helicopter was a derelict. Save for the remaining body of Kevin. We continued our search for the other members, and it turned into a nightmare. This way. Damn it! Make for that mansion!
There are only 3 STARS members left now. Captain Wesker, Barry, and myself. We don't know where Chris is.
What is this place?
Not quite your ordinary house, that's for sure.
Hey, Wesker, where's Chris?
Jill, no! You don't want to go back out there.
But we've got to find...
What was that?
Chris?
No.
Jill, go and investigate.
I'm going with her. Chris and I go back a long way.
All right. You two go. I'll secure this area.
Stay sharp. A dining room.
So this will be a round with cutscenes. as I promise you. Because this is the best ending.
I think you'd better take a look at this.
What is it?
Blood. Jill, see if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this. Let's just hope it's not Chris's.
And it's because I always let the cutscenes on my runs. I didn't let them on the other endings because it would be too much for you and for me. The dodge for this zombie is less complicated than on the classic.
Barry!
What is it?
Look out! It's a monster!
Let me take care of it! What the hell is this thing?
I found Kenneth killed by this thing. Let's report this to Wesker.
Because on the classic you have to backwards before you rotate. But on the remake it's like Jill start going backwards on the cutscene.
Wesker! Jill, help me look for him. But let's not leave this hall.
Good idea.
So there are 3 important things you need to learn in order to make efficient runs on this game. And the first one is start skating, and
Barry.
it's like that.
Any luck, Jill?
No, nothing. What's going on around here? I can't figure it out.
Same here.
Chris and now Wesker.
There's not much we can do. We can search for him separately. I'll investigate the dining room again.
Okay then, I'll try the door on the other side.
This mansion is gigantic. We could easily get lost. Let's start from the first floor.
Okay.
Oh! I almost forgot. It's a lockpick. You'd make better use of it.
Thanks. I may need it.
Listen. If something happens, let's meet up in this hall. Got it?
Okay.
So by the way, you can cancel the pickup of the lockpick if you press the run button on the menu. It happened to me a lot of times when I was skipping cutscenes and tried to run as fast as possible before pressing the confirm button. And I'm pretty sure you cannot retrieve the lockpick anymore, so you just have to reset. I didn't test it, I just reset if that happens. But yeah, anyway, so the start skating, there are 2 ways to perform the start skating properly. And both of them are with the D-pad. While you are going up or going down the stairs, you have to smash the run button. And by smashing the run button, I mean you have to tap the run button. That's the first way. The second way is to remap your buttons and make the right stick your run button. And by remapping your buttons like that, you can just rotate the right stick. And it's legal, it's not forbidden. Not even for speedruns. It's legal on speedrun.com. And it's legal on Team Hitless for no damage run, so don't worry about that. If you just have to remap that button, not every button on the game. So I like to kill these 2 zombies because the first one it's random where he will be after you leave the crypt, and it can become a little harder to dodge him. And the second one because there are shotgun shells behind him, and shotgun shells are pretty handy in this game, to be honest. The shotgun is one of the best weapons you will have in this game. And there's even 2 kinds of shotguns in this game as well. So yeah, decapitating zombies with the handgun, it's like 2% chance or 1% is very rare to decapitate with the handgun. The third thing you have to learn in this game is use the alternate controls. When you activate the alternate controls on this game, the D-pad remains as tank control, but the left stick is available to move your character. And with the left stick you can like make crazy 360 movements and crazy curves with your characters. So the best thing you can do is know where to use the D-pad and know where to use the left stick. I'm also using Spanish subtitles because if you didn't notice, I also make all my runs with Spanish commentaries because it's my native language. And because this is the run with the cutscenes, why not put the cutscenes with Spanish subtitles or the whole game with Spanish subtitles? So in this game, like on Resident Evil 2 Remake, you have self-defense weapon, but with the difference that on this game the defense items has its own item slot, so you won't fuck up your inventory. And I think there is no cap of how many defense items you can have. There is also a certain amount in the game, right? It's like 10 daggers maybe and 5 electric defense items. On this part you just go directly to the chemical and get out, and you should be good. The dogs shouldn't be near to you. So Jill will always kill the zombie in the cutscene, even if you skip the cutscene. Unlike Chris doesn't kill the zombie in the cutscene. And those are the little difference between the difficulty, even playing Jill and hard difficulty, right? The little difference between Chris and Jill. Right now I have already 3 defense items, and the shotgun is always the same. You just pick it up and Barry will save you, and defense items are pretty handy if you fucked up a little some dodges with the zombies. So it's the main reason I picked them up, in case I fucked up.
Oh god, what did I do now? Wesker! Barry! Help!
Jill! You in there?
Barry? Get me out of here! The door's jammed!
Stand back! Grab my hand!
Barry.
That was a close one. A second late, you would have fit nicely into a sandwich.
Really? Thanks. But Barry, didn't you say you were going back to the dining room to find other clues? I'm glad and all, but why are you here?
I just had something I wanted to check. Anyway, we should get back to searching for Wesker and Chris.
Thanks, Barry. I owe you one.
Don't mention it.
So door skip mod, it's also it's not forbidden. There's a different category on the speedrun, but for Team Hitless it's not forbidden. For doesn't matter if you for any category. I like to pick up the canteen because I will use it at the end of the game for the zombies on the laboratory. And the zombie that was right here, he will always get decapitated, 100%. But the zombie on the second floor, sometimes he will get decapitated. Well, on a very rare occasion will decapitate him. So the shotgun has like percentage of decapitated zombies, but it's not 100% percentage like on the classic. Sometimes you won't decapitate a zombie, and even zombies has like percentage of if it would get decapitated or not, and you can increase the chance of decapitated zombies by using a dagger. And I also have another strat, like bait the grab of a zombie, and as soon as he's trying to grab you, you just aim up and shoot. And that increases the chance of decapitating zombies with the shotgun as well. And the assault shotgun has more chance to decapitate, of course.
Barry.
Jill, got any good news?
Other than I'm still alive in this madhouse? No.
Can't say it's much safer here either. We'd better secure our escape route first. There's gotta be a back door somewhere.
Alright then, let's split up again.
Hey, hold on a sec. Look what I've found.
What?
A can of fizz. It's sure to yellow and mellow those things. It's yours. Hopefully you won't have to use it.
What about you?
Oh, don't worry. I like the buddy system we have here.
I see. Thanks, I'll take it.
See you later.
Ciao.
So yeah, that's how the shotgun works in this game, to be honest. And if you don't decapitate a zombie and just kill him, he can become a Crimson Head after a certain amount of time. But the best way to avoid Crimson Head is to not create them. So do not kill the zombies that you know they can become a Crimson Head and will be a problem after. And for the dog zombie, the same, you just wait him on this corner and shoot him 2 times. And the color 90% of the time will be like really close to you. But if the color is like far away from you and the second dog is coming, just reset the room. Because like on the classic, when you reset the room, you can reset the aggro of the enemies. You can reset the position of the enemies, but you can also reset the HP value, so be careful. That one is a Crimson Head, by the way. So the Crimson Heads move really fucking fast. And they will almost always slash you instead of grabbing you. They can also grab, of course, but like almost always we try to slash you before grabbing you. So I was recording these commentaries 3 times because I completely forget I restart 3 times on this video, on this recording. And I like record 15 minutes of the run and then I got hit and the reset was next on the same video. It was pretty KW. I think I didn't mention, but you have to learn how to pump cancel in this game. The pump cancel, it's a cancel of the recoil and it only works with certain weapons like with the shotgun and grenade launcher. You don't have to confuse the pump cancel with the quick shot because they are completely different strats and tricks. They are not glitches, by the way, but the pump cancel it's pretty helpful with the Yawn fight with Jill. And with Chris, it's kind of mandatory to learn that.
Richard! What happened? You're wounded!
This whole place is a killing zone. There are monsters.
What did this to you?
A big snake. And it had to be poisonous.
Poisonous? Richard, hold on.
Bring me serum. I saw some, but didn't bring any.
I'll go and get it, okay? You're gonna make it.
Thanks.
So the ouch dialogue of Richard is gone. Unfortunately. They like do not use the same dialogues on a lot of parts on this game. It would be cool if they just use the funny ones. They were stupid, of course, but they were fun. But anyway. So the zombie could be on the stairs. Almost all the time will be on the stairs, and if a zombie is on the stairs, it will always vomit. But sometimes it will be like below the stairs, waiting for you. But it's pretty rare that that can happen, to be honest. Right here you just save the grenade launcher and the acid rounds. And wait, the shotgun? Interesting. I think it's wait. I don't know why I saved the shotgun, to be honest. I don't remember. That's pretty strange. Maybe it's because I will just use defense items on the enemies, and maybe I will pick up the assault shotgun. But to be honest, if I pick up the assault shotgun, it's not mandatory to pick up that shotgun, because it's not really necessary for Jill. At least not on hard difficulty. But yeah, I'm pretty shocked, man. I don't know why I saved the shotgun, to be honest. I don't remember. And I just made this run like literally 1 week ago. It's pretty strange. Oh yeah, now I know why. It's because I didn't pick up the grenade launcher before and I wasn't able to save it on the item box. So if I bring the shotgun, I won't have enough space. So literally I fucked up my inventory just by not picking up the grenade launcher before going to the item box, before going to the serum room. That's why I saved the shotgun, now I see. So yeah, it was completely my bad. You have to pick up the grenade launcher before going to the serum room. Even before going to the Richard cutscene. So you won't forget it. But it's not the end of the world.
Here, Richard. I'm gonna give you a shot. Hang in there.
Jill, here's my radio. Take it. Does it ever not hurt?
And it's not the end of the world, because the explosive rounds are not like mandatory to save ammo. Just three explosive rounds are necessary to save for the Elder Crimson Head. So it's okay to fuck up if you fucked up, right? Like me. And I just now remember that I fucked up a lot of times on this run, and I get the run anyways because I was really fucking lucky. And you will see it. It's like 2 more times I will do pretty stupid things. But anyway, that zombie, doesn't matter if you don't decapitate him, because you will just come back to this room 1 more time. And it's not enough time for him to become a Crimson Head, so... And after that, you will never come back to that room, so... It doesn't matter if he becomes a Crimson Head. As I told you, the best way to avoid Crimson Head is to not create them, so do not kill zombies that you know you will go constantly. And you know you won't be able to decapitate them 100% of the time. Like for example, this zombie. Sometimes you will decapitate him, but some other times you won't. And if you don't decapitate him or you don't incinerate him, he will be a Crimson Head when you come back from the guardhouse after the Plant 42. And so what I do is just avoid him, try to dodge him or use defense items. if you are not able to dodge him or avoid him. Because there's a way to play this game a safer way. And it's like killing all the zombies on the mansion and then incinerate them. Or decapitate the ones that you're lucky enough to decapitate. But your first section mansion will be like 40 minutes, maybe an hour. So I don't see it worth it, to be honest. I always try to find ways to make it run faster. Not really fast like speedruns, of course, but if I can find a way to make the run faster with safe strats and consistent strats, why not? So the solution for this puzzle is that you have to move the large gear to the left twice and then leave the puzzle. So yeah, it's a long time I make videos with Spanish subtitles and text. Because Resident Evil 1 Classic didn't have Spanish text or subtitles, only English or Japanese. So yeah, it's been a long time, man. The last one was Resident Evil 3 Inferno. But yeah, anyway, now you will encounter Yawn. And you have three choices for Yawn. You can just avoid him like I will do.
Payback time.
In order to avoid him, as soon as the cutscene ends, just run straight a little to the right. And go and pick up the mask. And just wait for Yawn until he's behind you. And then go around the pillar. Be careful to not get stuck on the pillars. And be careful to not go around the pillars before Yawn is behind you. You have to wait until Yawn is behind you, or he will cut your way. And he will bite you. I said there are three different ways to deal with Yawn because that's the first one, just avoid him. The second one, you can use ammo and trigger a cutscene where Richard will save you. And the third one, just not use any of ammo and just wait until Richard depletes his HP. Yawn won't die, of course, he will just get stunned by a time and a cutscene will trigger. And by doing the last two options that I told you, you are able to retrieve or pick up the assault shotgun from Richard. But for the hard difficulty in Jill, it's not necessary, as I told you. But if you want to, you can do it. For Real Survivor, it's more necessary. So the difference between Real Survivor and hard difficulty are only that on Real Survivor you don't have auto-aim and the item boxes are not linked. Those are the only two differences. Because the amount of zombies, amount of ammo that you can pick up, amount of HP values, and everything else, it's the same on hard difficulty and Real Survivor. This room is not necessary to do if you don't want the Magnum, but I completely recommend you to pick up the Magnum because it's helpful for the dogs, for Lisa's fight at the end of the game almost, and for dealing with zombies at the end, of course. For hunters as well. It's pretty helpful. So this insect that I think it's a bee, or it's a swamp, I don't know. I like to call it a bee, I don't care. On the cutscene won't inflict you damage, but if you stay long enough after the cutscene on the room, he will inflict you damage. So just go pick up the moon crest and get out as fast as you can. Right here I like to pick up the grenade launcher. I'm sorry, there's shotgun because the grenade launcher I have it. And just save the lighter, it's not necessary anymore until the end of the game. And there are three main reasons I pick up I bring the shotgun and the grenade launcher. So the Elder Crimson Head almost all the time die with 3 explosive rounds. But sometimes he will like be 10% HP after the third grenade launcher. The grenade explosive round, I'm sorry. And then you can just end him with the shotgun. The second reason is because the zombie that is outside this art room sometimes can tank an explosive round as well, and you can end him with the shotgun also. So those are the 2 main reasons. There are not 3, yeah. But the shotgun is like the best weapon you can have, just in case. You will see it after the guardhouse as well, because I will use it like a just in case weapon. And that's a good name, a just in case weapon, yeah. So when you regain control of Jill, pause, equip the grenade launcher, aim and shoot. On a very rare occasion, the Crimson Head can tank an explosive round and won't get stunned. If that happens, just keep shooting, because with the second explosive rounds he will always get stunned. And now you see he didn't die with 3 explosive rounds, so I equip the shotgun and just wait until he stands up. He stands up and I end killing him, because he's like really low HP, so it's not worth it to use another explosive round. But anyway, it's not like you really need the explosive rounds in the game. So the grenade launcher is still being OP on this game, like on the classic. But unfortunately on hard difficulty there are not plenty of grenades that you can pick up. So it's like they didn't nerf the weapon but they didn't give you enough ammo, so it's like fuck you, you won't get an OP weapon with a lot of ammo. Because the Plant 42 it's possible to kill with 3 flame rounds like on the classic, but it's not possible to pick up flame rounds before Plant 42. And there's a dog behind you on that section, so be careful about that. So there are plenty of sections that are new on the remake. One of them is this one, the forest, the graveyard, and Lisa's house. And the best way to do this puzzle is just to be patient, because as you can see the fucking puzzle was like rotating very fast. And the combination is always west for the red and north for the blue.
Barry?
Monster! James! Gun! Ineffective! It's it! Stay away! Forest outside the mansion! Stay! Hey!
So right here you can run until you are in the middle of the crows and then walk. You can also run the whole time, but if you fucked up a little your movement and you go near to the crows, they will aggro. And of course they will attack you. So that's the best way to deal with them. Just run on the parts I tell you you can run, and walk on the parts I tell you can walk. Or you can even walk the entire section if you are not confident enough. I'm not even confident enough to just run the whole time, because it's possible. And in order to get out, it's the same. Walk in this part and then run if you want. So the best way to deal with Lisa is pause, equip the cult python, shoot, pause immediately, and equip the cult python, run straight until you get close to the wall and get out. If you are fast enough like me, she won't even try to attack you. But if you are a little slower, she will try to attack you, but she will miss because you are like getting close to the wall, and like that you will always avoid Lisa's auto attack. But try to do it fast. The more times you do it, the more times you will do it fast. And that zombie, it's always the same. You just have to go around the trees and you will always dodge that zombie. Sometimes he will be like in front of you, but he won't grab you, he will like try to vomit you. It's pretty random, that zombie, sometimes. It's important to pick up these shotgun shells because there will be more shotgun shells after the guardhouse. And do not go to this door. I fucked up. Oh shit, and I'm sorry, I skipped the cutscene right there. I think it's because I was so used to skip cutscenes. I just do it automatically. I'm sorry. But anyway, and after the cutscene ends, pause, equip the Colt Python, aim and shoot, and then start walking backwards and just keep aiming. And wait for the two other dogs. On a very rare occasion you will kill two dogs with one magnum bullet. The main thing you have to learn is the scream the dogs do when they die. If they don't do that scream, they can still be alive and you won't hear them. So just wait if that happens. But almost all the time they will die with just one magnum bullet each. So for the quartz section you just need the handgun to save everything else. And a handgun because we will kill one shark with the handgun, believe it or not. It's a really good strat, it's from Ether, so shoutouts to Ether. That's the best strat for sharks. This room, it's more random at 60 FPS. It's more consistent at 120. And I said it's more random at 60 because sometimes the spider will be like in front of you when you go up. But this time I got the other RNG, so fuck it. The main strategy is to enter and get out of the room as fast as you can.
No, that wasn't part of our deal. But it's not necessary to destroy stars. What about my family? If I play my cards right. Jill.
Barry, I heard someone talking.
Oh, you heard. I think age is starting to take its toll. Talking to myself is becoming a bad habit.
Talking to yourself? You all right? What's gotten into you?
I'm getting you worried, aren't I? But don't, I'm alright. I guess this creepy mansion has gotten to my nerves. Anyway, I think I'll go outside, get some fresh air for a change. Don't worry, I'm just going to get some fresh air. If I'm lucky, I'll get to waste some monsters along the way.
So the important thing here is to lure the zombie inside the bathroom. There's a pretty nasty bug that if you change the camera too much, this camera, the zombie will never enter. So don't fuck up with the camera right there. Like, don't play with the camera. Just wait patiently for the zombie enter, lure him inside, use a defense item and get out. And by doing that, the zombie will never leave the bathroom. So you have free way to them on that room because you will have to backtrack that room like 3 more times. Right here it's important to pick up first the defense gun, self-defense gun, and then go to the bathroom. Because if you go first to the bathroom and then try to pick up the self-defense guns, that zombie that is hanging up will be on the room. But by doing it like this, you will avoid that zombie and the zombie that is on the floor right now as well. Right now it's just puzzles, to be honest, there's nothing really important. I don't know if I mentioned the difference between 60 and 20 FPS. I will just say it again, or say you this again. So at 60 FPS, the zombies are more random than at 120. It's like at 120 FPS the zombies are more consistent on their behavior. And at 120 FPS you can start skate fast, everything is faster, the game time counts better. You can perform the quick shot faster on 120 FPS, but that doesn't matter for a no damage run, because it's not necessary to learn that. You can pump cancel a little faster as well, that's important. You can perform dodge on a easier way at 120 FPS. So if you are able to play at 120 FPS, just play at 120 FPS this game. It's the best way to play it. Unfortunately, I was not able to keep playing this game at 120 FPS. But it's not like really hard to play at 60. Just like a little more complicated, but not impossible. So for the Neptune section on the sharks, his babies. After the cutscene, pause, equip the self-defense gun, aim and shoot. And equip it and get out. Then equip the handgun and re-enter to the room and take advantage of the auto aim. So just aim and shoot. That shark will die between 6 and 8 bullets, but almost all the time is 6 bullets. On a very rare occasion he will take 8. Or even more maybe, but it's almost impossible, man. It's like 1% of the time that will happen. 98% of the time he will die with 6. And now you have freeway, so you don't have to worry about anything. As long as you keep running, Neptune won't eat you. I forget to mention about very important thing about this game, and it's the run speed that you can have. So if you are equipped with a weapon, you start running slower. That's why I unequip the weapons all the time.
Emergency. Unknown source of pressure detected. Locking all doors to achieve maximum safety.
Right here you have to go to the right panel, then to the left one, then to go to the oil pressure. The oil pressure puzzle, it's random. It can be any of the 3 numbers. And then you go back to the right panel, and then to the left one, and then to the one that is in front of you. And that's it. I get a good RNG, so because it was number 1, so it's gone.
Activate emergency drainage system immediately.
Of course, if the emergency goes to 100%, you will be dead, because Neptune will enter. So for Neptune, I just like to electrocute him. Or electrocute Neptune. It's the safest way. 100% consistent, so... Why to make the fancy dodge from a speedrun? It's not necessary. It will only save you like 10 seconds if you perform the dodge instead of electrocuting. And this is not a speedrun, so whatever. So for the Plant 42, I will just use the Vigil as always. I think it's the best way. You can kill the Plant 42 with the handgun or with the shotgun or with the knife, and 3 of them are different strats that you can perform. But I don't see it necessary, to be honest. It will only take you like 2 more minutes to make the Vigil and use it, instead of just killing the Plant 42. Right here the insects can sting you if you stay close enough on the room. So just go directly to the Vigil room. This puzzle is random as well, but it's always 3, 5, 6. The order is random. So once you are inside the Vigil room, you pick up one empty bottle, fill it up with the number 3, go to pick up another empty bottle, and the 3rd one, and fill them up with water. So the water counts as number 1, by the way. Now we combine the number 3 with number 1, then pick up one number 6, combine the number 6 with number 4, then pick up another number 6, combine the number 6 with number 1, you have number 7, combine number 10 with 7, you have 17, and then pick up one number 3 and combine number 3 with number 17 and you have 20. The Vigil is 20. With 4 empty bottles is a little faster, but I don't have space, so whatever. Once you pick up the map and you press yes, press the menu button immediately, the cancel button, because if you start reading the document after the map, the insects will come out and will sting you. So another important thing I forget to mention is that when the game gives you the option to discard items, just discard them. Because if you press no, the item will remain on your inventory until you put it on an item box. And it can fuck you up your inventory management.
What the hell is this thing?
Barry!
Jill!
I thought it was finished.
Yeah.
That was close. Thanks again.
Don't mention it. But what was that? What the hell's going on in this place?
Wesker!
Jill, so you're safe.
That's what I was going to say.
I apologize. It was all I could do to protect myself against those strange creatures.
I understand. Anyway, it's good that you're safe.
Did you notice? Barry, he sounded a little flaky.
Now that you mention it, yeah. I'll keep a close eye.
Maybe it's quite natural under these circumstances. It's not really our standard operation. Jill, our first priority is to get out of here.
I agree.
There are still rooms in that mansion we can't get into because they're locked up. I've been looking for ways to...
Okay, if there's anything, I'll go back to the other mansion.
I'm counting on you.
So for the second section of the mansion we need Magnum, the shotgun shells, the grenade launcher with acid rounds, and the mansion key, of course. Right now it comes with one of the worst sections of the game, and it's the snakes part. Believe it or not, snakes are harder than the bosses on this game.
This is Jill.
Does anybody hear me?
I hear you, Brad. Over.
Stars Alpha Team. Bravo Team. It doesn't matter. Respond. I repeat, this is Brad.
Brad? Brad!
This is Brad. If you can't answer me, somehow give me a sign.
Jill to Brad. Can you hear me? Brad! Brad! Shit. It's broken.
But before we have to fight against the dogs. Well, shoot them, not fight them. So just equip the Magnum, aim and shoot, and keep aiming while you wait for the second dog. When he appears, just shoot. On a very rare occasion, the second dog won't die with one Magnum bullet. If that happens, just equip the shotgun and kill the dog with the shotgun, because the dog will always get stunned with the Magnum, no matter if he dies or not. So for this part, just keep running, and when you arrive to this corner, pause, equip the shotgun, aim and shoot. And as you can see, the snake didn't die. That's a really weird occasion. And for those last three snakes, just bait them, bait the jump, and kill two snakes, and the third one you can just avoid the third one. But as you can see, the spider on the... I'm sorry, I don't know why I always confuse spider with snakes. The snake on the corner was still alive after the first shotgun shell, and that happens 1% of the time, and it's very weird that can happen. Almost never happen. Almost always snakes will die with just one shotgun shell. So, but you have to be careful about that one in the corner, right? Because as you can see, sometimes can be alive. So the first hunter, just avoid him. You don't have to kill him. And for this hunter, get to the wall, and if the hunter is really close to you, just go back like I did. Shoot him one acid round. Equip the shotgun in case he's still alive. He's still alive. Shoot him with the shotgun. Now he's dead. Equip the magnum. Wait until the second one lands. Shoot him in the back. Then equip the shotgun and shoot him with the shotgun in case he's still alive. Because most of the time they will die with just like one grenade launcher or one magnum bullet. But I wasn't lucky enough, so I have to use a shotgun shield. So that's why I like to call the shotgun the just in case weapon. But just remember what happened. When I go to the first hunter didn't go backwards because most of the time he will go backwards, like he's afraid of you at the beginning. And then you can aim and shoot directly without going backwards. But the hunter didn't go backwards, so that's why I have to turn around and then equip the grenade and shoot. Because if I didn't turn around, there's a lot of chance that the hunter can slash you immediately. And that's another difference between the FPS. At 60 FPS, it's like almost all the time he will immediately slash you if he's close to you. But at 120 FPS, it's like no matter what, you will be able to shoot him, even if he's on your face. Because the game works faster, right? Your character works faster. So yeah, that's some really good things you have to keep in mind. And of course you have to save the grenade launcher and the magnum on the item box. And if you have magnum bullets of that as well, you just need the shotgun shells and the dimension key, because that will give you enough time to pick up everything you need and pick up the both gems that you need, because this is best ending, so you need the ammo disc and you need the red gem and the yellow gem. So these zombies is not necessary to kill them. You can just use defense items if you want. But I like to kill them because it's safer. And the second zombie, the one I killed right now, almost all the time will die with just one shotgun shell. And I have plenty of ammo, and I will pick up more right now. So it's not like you will be out of ammo. The game gives you enough ammo. And I didn't even pick up all the ammo that the game is giving me. For this one as well, you can just let him grab you and then continue your way. But I like to have fun and decapitate zombies with the shotgun. Or if I don't decapitate them, I have fun anyway. For this zombie, I like to lure him to the right, like I did, and then run straight on the left. Sometimes he will be like right on your face, on a very rare occasion, and I'm sorry if I repeat the very rare occasion, but it's like that in this game, and it's like on a very rare occasion things happen. And it's better if I tell you about those very rare occasions, because maybe it will happen on your runs and you will be like, you will have knowledge about it, and you will be ready if it happens. So I improved the way I pick up these items. I like to push this thing 2 times until it's fully pushed, and this thing just 1, or you can push it 2 times as well. Then you go to the yellow one, pick it immediately, and then go to the red one and pick it immediately. And by doing that, you will never like get trolled by the eagle, because you can only pick up the gems when the eagle is not facing the gems. Because when the eagle does that sound, like a stalking, you are not able to pick up the gem. It's a pretty annoying puzzle at the first time you do it and the first times you are doing it. I'm pretty sure on one of my runs I like troll on that part like 5 minutes or more. So right now we need the shotgun, fully reloaded, the grenade launcher, the battery, both gems, and the crank and the mansion key. The hunters right here will only trigger if you pick up the yellow gem. If you don't pick up the yellow gem, they will never jump through the doors, through the windows, I'm sorry. So in case you're making an ending without saving Chris, and you don't pick the yellow gem because of that, there won't be hunters right there. But it's not like those hunters are really big deal. You just have to hog the left wall. And the dodge for this zombie, it's like you have to hug the right wall. Remember I told you you don't have to kill that zombie? Well, if you kill him, now he will be a Crimson Head, and that will be a really scary part. It's not impossible to dodge that Crimson Head. It's only a matter to go in from door to door, and right here is where I troll, man. You don't have to go to that place. It's not necessary. I don't know why it happened with my brain. I think I thought I was at the beginning of the game and I have to go there. But I was lucky enough and I just dodged the Crimson Head by luck. So remember I told you they have to learn how to pump cancel? It's because of this. You shoot him 3 times while you pump cancel and then go down. As you can see, I shoot the grenades like really fast because I cancelled the recoil. Then you shoot him one more time and he's dead. Simple as that. So yeah, you have to learn the pump cancel. It will just make your life easier. So the main reason we bring the shotgun is in case we fucked up the Yawn strat. Maybe we'll be like without acid rounds, and if you don't have another weapon, it's pretty much GG. So it's because of that, and it's also because of the zombie. And it's also because of the hunter that is outside the art room. So there are 3 reasons we bring the shotgun reloaded. And you have like the exact amount of space, as you can see, because we just like discard the mansion key with this room. So right here, equip the grenade launcher, aim and shoot, and just equip the shotgun, just in case. But the hunters make an very singular noise when they are dead, or very singular scream. But if the hunter doesn't do the scream or doesn't sound, it means it's still with HP, so just shoot with the shotgun. But to be honest, the hunters on this game are like way easier than on the classic, because on the classic the hunters sometimes like jump when they were on in a straight line to you. But before explaining you that, right here, just use the left stick, hook the left wall, and then use D-pad on this part and you'll be fine. Or you should be fine. So yeah, and the hunters on the classic were, and that's the main reason everyone says that the hunters from the classic are the hardest hunters on all the Resident Evil games. And it's because they are very random on certain spots. And when they jump, it's like pretty hard to kill them. And not because you just have to aim up, it's because like they jump when you already shoot straight and doesn't give you enough time to shoot again up, and they just attack you. But that's from the classic, so yeah, let's don't go there. I have plenty of classic Resident Evil no damage runs, so so the main section is almost the same like an arrange mode, with some additions of course, like Lisa's Labyrinth. It's not called like that of course, but I like to call it like that, the section where you have to play with Lisa on a particular place.
You, Jill.
Is that voice Enrico's?
Yeah?
You're alive!
Stop! Are you with anybody, Jill?
No, but why?
The stars are finished. Someone is a traitor. Umbrella set us up.
Enrico! Traitor? Who?
So the crank is on Enrico's body, and after you pick it up, one hunter will spawn here. Just keep running while you hug this wall. The hunter will always scream before attacking, so if you keep running, you should be good. To be honest, that hunter never hit me. And these two hunters that spawn here, they never hit me as well. You just have to hug the left wall. Maybe that was a little close, but not really. Usually a second hunter jumps into you when you are making the curve on the left wall. But sometimes he doesn't jump like on this time. So for the Black Tiger we just need the Magnum fully reloaded. And the crank we just retrieve from Enrico's body. To be honest, you just need 4 Magnum bullets for the Black Tiger. But the Black Tiger is pretty different between 60 FPS and 120, or maybe not really. It's like it's more consistent to bait the jump from the Black Tiger at 120 FPS than on 60. On 60 is like the Black Tiger almost never jump. Like almost always try to speed or hold the speed. You'll see right now. I don't really remember which RNG I have here. It's like, it's more random as I told you. The enemies are more random at 60 FPS and at 120 FPS they are more constant. The behavior is more constant. Or more consistent. So you can enter to this room with the Magnum equipped or unequipped. It doesn't really make a big change. I'm sorry. This is a mandatory cutscene, you cannot skip it. Once you regain control of Jill, go to the left a little to the center, then start shooting. And you have to be careful what is the Black Tiger doing. But it kinda gives me a good RNG. But you have to be... That was really close, believe it or not, because I walk very close to the Black Tiger ass. When you kill the Black Tiger and you are on its ass, the acid will hit you and it counts as damage, so just be careful to not be behind the Black Tiger when you kill him. Not be close behind him, you can be like far away, because on the 120 FPS strat, or the strat that you have to bait the jump, you will be behind the Black Tiger. But yeah, that's the main strat, to be honest. After the first shot, try to get some distance, because sometimes the Black Tiger can make like a really wide out attack, but just in case the Black Tiger is facing you. If it's not facing you, you can keep shooting. It's like dancing with the Black Tiger. So the hunters is still on the same place, and the dodge is the same. You just have to hack the left wall. And maybe this time the second one will jump, let's see. Oh well, this is the right wall on that camera, right? But it was the left one on the other camera, so... This puzzle is always the same, it's always 4, 2, 3, 1, never change.
Jill!
Barry? Thank God you're safe.
You too, Jill. A noise I heard brought me down here, but I didn't expect to find a place like this. Have any idea as to what might be at the bottom?
There's only one way to find out.
What the hell is that sound? It could
be a person.
Jill, go check it out. We had enough surprises for one day. I'll stay here and secure our escape route in case something happens.
Okay.
So this is the Lisa's labyrinth. What you have to do is go to the left, spawn Lisa on the left, and then continue your way. The main strat here is to spawn Lisa where you want to spawn, where you want to have her, so she won't cut your way when you are doing other things on the same section. That's the main key. Know where to spawn Lisa. Nothing more, not really hard. The hardest part I think is to learn where to go on that part, because as I told you, it's like a labyrinth and you can get lost very easily. So on the way out, you have to go here, stair down, or staircase down, Lisa's on the left, and then get out. Simple as that.
Barry!
So we are again on the Lisa's labyrinth. You have to spawn her on the left. So this part it's a little harder, I'm sorry, but more an invisible enemy, because you have to lure her a little. Because sometimes when you spawn her on the left, she like immediately starts going to the right because she wants to cut your way right here. And it's harder because in invisible enemy you cannot see if she's going to the right or not. But right here it's not invisible enemy, right? So you can see if she's doing that or not. The zombie on the fort is still on the same place, so be careful about that. Just remember you have to go around the trees in order to dodge the zombie. And do not get scared if the zombie is really close to you, because sometimes he will be like very fucking close to you or will do that. Just don't get scared, just continue doing the strat and go around the tree. She will never grab you or vomit you. Or hit you with the vomit, because he will try to vomit in some cases. And for that zombie, just run straight. He will never grab you, not even at 60 FPS. So we don't have any more to worry about until Lisa's fight. We just have to pick up some items. There are shotgun shells on the Spencer's office, by the way. And it's on the left of the lamp. I think I will pick up those shotgun shells, just in case. So for Lisa's fight we need the Magnum bullets, the shotgun shells, and both books. We don't need the cranks anymore. Maybe we'll grab the grenade launcher, just in case. Oh no, I will just grab the canteen and the lighter because we will need it for the laboratory section. But the best weapon that you will have for this fight is the Magnum, because how can push Lisa into the edge of the platform. That's what you want to achieve for this fight. You can also perform a quick throw of Lisa into the platform, so you can like perform a quick kill, I think they call it. That is not necessary, to be honest.
Jill, you're alive. I was worried because I thought you were...
Start talking.
Calm down. I didn't want to do it. Believe me, I can explain.
Don't lie to me!
Time to talk. Jill, hand me my gun. Thanks, Jill.
So of course for the best ending you have to give Barry his gun back. Then go directly to the left stone and start pushing it. Get close to the thumb a little and then go to the right stone. I got the battery G because Lisa jumped. So just shoot her until she does that. And now wait until he stand up. And shoot her again. Repeat the same strat. Push the right stun. And then wait until she stand up again. And do it again. So yeah, I got a bad RNG at the beginning, but a good RNG on the falling. And that's the boss fight with Lisa. You cannot kill her. You just have to push the stuns, but you have to be careful because she can jump. She can perform some pretty weird auto attacks that can hit you very easily if you're close enough. Or she can even kill Barry because Barry is a fucking asshole and sometimes doesn't shoot Lisa when she's on his face. Like it's literally Lisa sometimes is on Barry's face, but he doesn't shoot at all. So there are just two main things you have to worry about. Not get hit by Lisa and of course take care of Barry. And in order to perform the quick kill, it's easier to perform it with the grenade launcher and explosive rounds. But that will mean that you won't have to use explosive rounds at the beginning of the game, right? But to be honest, again, it's not necessary to perform the quick kill. You just can do my strat, is 100% consistent. You can also throw Lisa from the platform with the Magnum instead of a grenade launcher and explosive rounds. But it will take you more ammo. And it's always good to have some ammo for this section, because we can kill zombies with the Magnum. And it's not mandatory, but it's good to have 2 Magnum bullets for the Chimera section. Just in case it gives us a bad RNG, because there are some weird RNG for the Chimeras and you will see it right now. But first, fill up the canteen with the kerosene. Just keep running. When you see the zombie, equip the Magnum, aim and shoot. 90% of the time you will decapitate zombies with the Magnum, but the other 10% you won't. I was lucky enough because I decapitated 3 of them, even with the shotgun, I think. Let's go, man. So yeah, I don't need a canteen, but I think I don't decapitate the 4th zombie. We will see. Just get close to him, equip the shotgun, aim up and shoot. Nah, I didn't perform the decapitation, but it's okay, that's why we bring the canteen. Just light them up. So here is one important thing. If you stand up on a body that is incinerating, Jill will make like a noise like she's taking damage, but it doesn't count as damage, to be honest. I tested with the SRT tool and your HP doesn't go down, so it's just an animation, but it doesn't count as damage. Just in case you wonder. So the login is Yawn and the password is Ada and the second password is Cell. And no matter if you are making the worst ending, the ending 6, ending 3 or the ending 1, like this, on this case the best ending, you have to open B2 and B3. So right now we have to go first to the item box and make some space. We will just save the canteen and the lighter because we don't need it anymore in the game. And it's pretty funny how you just pick up the canteen at the beginning of the game just for the end, right? And the main reason is because after the Tyrant fight on the laboratory, those zombies will be Crimson Heads. It's not impossible to dodge them, but it's pretty hard and it's random the position of them. And then can ruin your run very easily. And imagine losing a run just because of NPCs and not because of us. So the second ammo disc is right here, and the third one is on this room, and the laboratory key is here as well. The combination on the numpad is always the same, is 8462. Now there are some risky places. The first risky place you will find is when you are trying to activate the first ammo disc. The second risky place will be the Chimera on the Chimera section. But I think I forget completely that I have to go to the room that is behind me before entering to that one. So here you can activate the first ammo disc. What you have to do is go to the left immediately, clean this up, go to the ventilation, then go to the right and go to the third ventilation, not the second one. Here you just run straight, go down and then go to the left because the machine is right there, and activate the first ammo disc. So maybe you hear there's a Chimera on the other room, right? As long as you do everything fast enough here, you will be cool. I think he will try. Nah, it's not on this room. Sometimes the Chimera will try to enter to that room, and you can even force the entering of the Chimera to that room by going to the right. But it's not necessary, to be honest. Why doing that? You can just be fast and get out. So right here, I like to kill the zombie because I will backtrack to this place like 2 more times before they one time I will be with the nitroglycerin, so the best thing you can do is just kill the zombie. The zombie that it's at the end of the hallway is not necessary. For this one, walk while you hug the right wall, then equip the, and that's the auto attack I tell you on all my videos from Jill hard difficulty. As you can see, when you decapitate the Chimera and the Chimera is really close to you, the Chimera will perform an auto attack. And of course the auto attack counts as damage because it will attack you. It's not like, I don't know in what game it's like when you kill an enemy. Yeah, it's in this game. Sometimes when you decapitate a zombie and the zombie's in the middle of the grab doesn't count. But this doesn't work like that. You will decapitate the Chimera and that slash will count as damage because it will hit you. So that's why I go away immediately after I kill the Chimera. There are plenty of RNGs you can have for that Chimera. Sometimes the Chimera will be just chilling at the end and you will just have a free shot. Some other times the Chimera will be on the ceiling and you will miss the shot. And some other times will be like on this case, that the Chimera will be on my face. There are strats for every case scenario. Right here is the nitroglycerin, and you have to, well, you don't have to, but you can activate the second ammo disc on this room. If you don't activate it, it's not the end of the world. You can activate it after the Tyrant fight. And right now, because you have the nitroglycerin, you have to walk. You can perform the speedrun strat that it consists on walk 2 steps and run 2 steps. But this is not a speedrun, so fuck it, we don't do speedrun stuff. Nah, I'm lying, we do a speedrun strat sometimes, yeah. If it's a strat that is consistent and safe. But this one is not necessary. So just walk, have fun. Have fun walking, man, who have fun walking? So you can hear a Chimera here on the left, but the Chimera will never come to you. So it's just a way on how the game wants to scare you. But don't worry. You put the nitroglycerin capsule and then you can start running again. And now it starts the Chimera section. But to be honest, you just have to run. You will just bait an auto attack from one Chimera and will be this one, but first run straight, go to the machine, activate the ammo disc, and after you activate the ammo disc, get close to the Chimera a little and then go backwards, or turn around immediately and go to the wall. You will see right now, like this. The Chimera slash and then get out. Continue your way, just open this door. Now go to the left. Go directly to the computer, activate the computer and get out from the opposite side, so the right one. And it's just running, as you can see. It's not like you have to perform some fancy strats or some fancy dodges or some fancy straps. It's just like that, man. Easy peasy, right? Now, before entering to the Tyrant fight, we will pick up the flame rounds that are on this save room. They are pretty handy for the Tyrant. Just combine your grenade launcher right now.
Jill!
Barry,
You could have at least waited up for me, you know?
let's go. Wesker!
Thank you, Barry.
Well, what do you know?
Oh, don't blame Barry for everything. I hear that his better half and 2 lovely daughters will be in danger if he doesn't do everything I tell him to.
Wesker, you're pathetic.
Well, you shouldn't worry too much, dear. You'll be free of all this anyway.
Why eliminate stars?
Believe it or not, that's Umbrella's intention.
You're just a slave of Umbrella.
Smart girl. But I think you misunderstand me. The things you mention are nothing. I'll burn all of them along with this entire laboratory. Barry, go up on the ground and wait there.
Barry.
You gotta love Barry. He must really be afraid of Umbrella.
You and Umbrella took his family, you bastard.
Oh!
Umbrella? Well, I used some carrots and sticks to cow him, but it had nothing to do with Umbrella. I just used Barry for my personal interests. Though both you and Barry seem to think I was following Umbrella's orders.
What? What are you planning?
I guess it's time for show and tell. It's magnificent.
For the sake of this thing.
You know, I hate goodbyes.
Barry!
Forgive me.
No, you're not to blame. It's Umbrella and Wesker.
Even if it meant my family, I couldn't bear turning my back on my friends again. Shit! Damn it!
Jill and Barry together. In hell.
You want a piece of me?
What? Premature.
No, Barry! You viral cultured freak!
So as soon as you regain control of Jill, turn around, go to this place, wait for the Tyrant to appear. When the Tyrant appear, keep running straight. Or you can equip the grenade as I do. Or as I did. But you can equip it later. Just take some distance between you and the Tyrant, and then continue shooting. The Tyrant will always die with 6 flame rounds, and that was really close. Don't do that. I think I was really nervous, because this was the last run I was making on hard difficulty with Jill. But yeah, as you can see, the Tyrant always died with 6 flame rounds. And I know I told you on some of my videos that he dies with 5, but I lied. I'm sorry.
Barry! Barry!
Demand me.
You're okay.
Jill, sorry. That was careless of me. Wesker.
He's gone.
First, let's just get out of here.
So when you are with Barry in this section, there's no key on Wesker's body.
Wesker must have set it off. Let's hurry.
So there's just a key when you choose no on the list boss fight and you don't give Barry his gun and he dies, or maybe if Lisa kill him, because that would count as a bad ending as well, even if you give Barry back his gun. It's pretty interesting, to be honest. But yeah, right now we don't have to deal with more enemies. We have to save Chris, and then we'll perform the correctly cheese on Tyrant. Because I can, and I'm a fucking cheeser, demand me, I don't care. I don't fucking care. Did you hear me? But yeah, it's not like the fight with the Tyrant is hard anyway, it's like you just have to perform some dodges on his normal arm when he's charging to you. And I think I will perform one dodge because I'm pretty sure on this run the Tyrant immediately grabbed Barry, so I have to shoot him or he will be able to kill Barry.
Jill!
Chris, you're okay.
Glad to see you are too. Anything on Wesker?
We'll talk later. First, let's get going.
So yeah, we'll see. And maybe I will pick up... Nah, I'm not even picking up the flame rounds, man. I don't care. Yeah, let's go. Just in case there are flame rounds on Chris's jail. But there are no more enemies. One Chimera can spawn in the right place of that room, but only if you go to the right. If you don't go, the Chimera will never spawn. Or maybe if you stay enough in that room, but I never stay there. I just go from point A from point B, so whatever.
Come on, hurry!
This is Brad. I'm running out of fuel. If there's anyone alive, contact me now or just give me a sign. I repeat, this is your last chance.
Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all logs. 3 minutes to detonation.
Damn it! We're almost there! Jill, you just get in contact with Brad.
No!
We can make it. Jill, ladies first.
Chris!
Would you let me have my moments too?
All right. We'll rendezvous at the heliport.
I'm so glad they keep at least one dialogue from the classic. The ladies first from Chris is from the classic. That's pretty poggers. So yeah, the correct way to perform the cheese on the last Tyrant is to wait until the 45 second on the timer. When it's 45, you put the flare. That's the only thing you have to do. And if you are making a best ending, so you want to save Barry and Chris, both of them, in case the Tyrant grabs Barry immediately on the 45 second, you have to shoot him. But when you shoot the Tyrant, you will get aggro. And as I told you, I'm pretty sure on this was the occasion that happened. Like on all the runs I make and I want Barry to be killed, the fucking Tyrant never grabbed him immediately. But on this ending that I was making the best ending and I want Barry to be alive, the fucking Tyrant goes and grab him immediately, man. It's like, are you serious, dude? But yeah. So it's just waiting.
Jill!
You made it!
Right, so the fight starts. The fucking Tyrant decides and grab Barry, so we have to shoot him or he will kill him. And we don't want that for the best ending. So just shoot him until he throws Barry, then unequip the weapon and just wait, because he will charge. But I got lucky and he makes like 180 to Barry, but he will try to grab because he is still with arrow on us until Barry shoot him. But Barry's not shooting him, so he will come for us. But I was pretty lucky, as you can see. The worst thing you can do is like change of camera when you know the Tyrant will charge to you. I was like desperate, and I got lucky. So yeah, that's the cheese. This was Resident Evil HD Remaster. No save, no damage, getting the best ending with Jill Valentine on hard difficulty. Thank you so much for watching, hope you liked, hope you enjoyed, hope you learned. If you have questions you can leave on the comments, or you can find me at twitch.tv/audio on the Discord server of Glitchless. I'll be happy to help you with any questions about this run or any of the runs I make. But yeah, have a good one everyone. I'm Ares, and I see you next time.
Jill, you did a fine job.